Hey, blessed day, Grateful Gas family. Welcome into the Grateful Gas Sports Huddle. Super excited about today's Sports Huddle. A lot of beginning things for sports. Getting into the heavier media rounds of the NCAA men's and women's tournament, NCAA baseball, all that good stuff here, NFL, NBA. We're getting into these last couple weeks before the big playoff stretch, all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to all the sports I'm going to talk about today. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow's episode, also on fun facts. And I'm just looking forward to the continued growth of the podcast. But it starts with every day. And I'm truly blessed for life today. And I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to have this moment on my platform. And prayerfully, it inspires people both spiritually and, sports-wise. So I'm looking forward to that. And Jehovah, I ask that you be with me as I read your words and I speak and about your name and as I speak about different things today on my podcast, my platform. And I love you and I thank you and I appreciate everything you do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So before I get into the Sports Huddle rundown, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get directly into the daily verse. Daily verse for the day of March 28th, 2024, derives from the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 19, and it states as follows. In the sweat of your face you will eat bread until you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you will return. Amen. And again, it's from the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 19. And before I get to the Sports Huddle rundown, I want to give a birthday shout out to my auntie Faiza. Blessed birthday to you, auntie. I love you. Enjoy your day, and may it be filled with great memories. May it be filled with much gratitude and gratefulness of life today. And may you give much praise to the Most High, the Almighty Jehovah, which I know you will do. And I love you. And blessed birthday, auntie. So, ladies and gentlemen, for this week's Sports Huddle rundown, again, I will be having the NCAA men's and women's top 25 Sweet 16 games for today and tomorrow. For the men's and the women's should be kicking off tomorrow, if I had checked earlier correct. Then I have NCAA baseball top 25 from Thursday to Saturday, or Thursday and Friday games. I have that this upcoming week. Major League Baseball opening day, National Hockey League, NFL news, and NBA regular season. So getting directly to the NCAA men's and women's top 25. Like I said, the NCAA men's, we're going to kick it off today since they have games that start in the top 25, not the top 25, that starts in the Sweet 16 today. So the Sweet 16 round has begun. Again, the Sweet 16 is basically the quarterfinals before you get to the championship round. Well, really not even like the quarterfinals, the Sweet 16, because you got the last 16 teams from the men's and women's, and then after that you have the Elite Eight, which is the last 8 teams, and then after that you have the Final Four, which is like the semifinal college football playoff semifinal games. Like you have those last 2 big games, and then the winners of those 2 games play for the championship. So right now we're like in the quarterfinals / semifinals for the NCAA men's and women's tournament. So I'm excited about the Sweet 16. A lot of good teams left, and I'm going to get directly into it. So tonight, kicking off at 7:09 p.m. on CBS, we have number 2 Arizona hosting number 6 Clemson in the West region. Then at, hold on one moment, phone went out. Excuse me. Then at 7:39 p.m. on TBS/True TV, we have number 1 UConn hosting number 5 San Diego State, and they are out of the East region. We have number 1 North Carolina hosting number 4 Alabama at 9:39 p.m. on CBS. They are out of the West region also, along with Arizona and Clemson. Then we have number 2 Iowa State hosting number 3 Illinois at 10:09 p.m. on TBS or True TV, and they are also in the East region. For Friday games, March 29th, we have number 2 Marquette hosting the lowest seed left in the men's tournament, number 11 NC State, in the South region at 7:09 p.m. tomorrow night on CBS. Then at 7:39 p.m. on Friday night on TBS/True TV, we have number 1 Purdue hosting number 5 Gonzaga, and they are in the Midwest region. Then we have number 1 Houston versus number 4 Duke, which should be a pretty good game. All these games in the Sweet 16 should be pretty good. These are the best 16 teams left in the NCAA men's basketball and the NCAA women's basketball. So all these games should be pretty good games, hard fought, big defensive games, high offensive games, maybe, back and forth. We shall see. It'll either be one or other. But they're going to be some good games. And again, that Duke versus Houston game can be seen tomorrow night at 9:39 p.m. on CBS. This is for Friday, March 29th. And then the last game for tomorrow night of the 29th, we have number 2 Tennessee hosting number 3 Creighton. And that is on TBS or True TV, and they are out of the Midwest region. So moving on to the NCAA women's top 25. March Madness Sweet 16 kicks off on the 29th of March. So on tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 p.m. on ESPN, we will have number 2 Notre Dame hosting number 3 Oregon State. In the Regional 1 section for the Sweet 16 for the women's. And then at 5 p.m. on ESPN, we have number 1 South Carolina hosting number 4 Indiana. We have number 2 Stanford hosting number 3 NC State at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. And we have number 1 Texas versus number 4 Gonzaga at 10 p.m. on ESPN. Then for Saturday games, just be on the lookout for the Sports Huddle, because I don't know what time I'm going to do the Sports Huddle on Saturday, but I will try to get it out at a decent time to get these games and stuff. To get the information for the games out there, before the game starts. So the first game on Saturday for the NCAA Women's Top 25 Sweet 16 begins at 1 p.m. on ABC on Saturday, March 30th. And then at 3:30 p.m. on ABC on March 30th, we have number 1 Iowa versus number 5 Colorado. At 5:30 p.m. on ESPN, we have number 1 USC hosting number 5 Baylor. And at 8 p.m. on ESPN on the 30th of March, we have number 3 UConn hosting number 7 Duke. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the NCAA men's and women's top 25. Moving on to the NCAA baseball top 25 for tonight. We have number 13 Virginia Tech hosting Pitt. A top 12 ranked matchup, number 11 Duke hosting number 9 Virginia. Number 17 Florida State hosting Louisville. Shout out to the Bulldogs who made the top 25. Super proud of number 17 Florida State hosting Louisville. Top 10 ranked matchup out of LSU. We have number 1 Arkansas hosting number 8 LSU tonight at 7 p.m. on ESPN2. We got number 3 Clemson going up against Miami. Number 4 Texas A&M hosting Auburn. Number 7 Vanderbilt hosting Missouri. Number 19 Coastal Carolina going up against UL Monroe. Number 22 NC State hosting Notre Dame. Number 23 Kansas State hosting Texas. Number 10 Dallas Baptist hosting New Mexico State. Number 25, Oklahoma hosting Lamar. Top 20 ranked matchup between number 16, Alabama, number 18, South Carolina. Number 2, Oregon State going up against USC. For Friday games, also I want to clarify that the Georgia Bulldog baseball team is not ranked. I saw rankings the other day, and they had us at number 23. And I see that today we played number 5 Tennessee, and we're not today. We played number 5 Tennessee tomorrow, Friday the 29th of March, and we're not ranked. So be on the lookout for more information on that. Then tomorrow games, we have a top 10 ranked matchup. Number 1 Arkansas hosting number 8 LSU. In that series, number 22 NC State hosting Notre Dame. Number 2 Oregon State going up against USC. Number 20 UC Irvine going up against Hawaii. The UC Irvine and Hawaii, they actually play twice tomorrow. They play Thursday night, which is Friday morning here in the Eastern Standard Time on the 29th of March. And then also they play later on tomorrow night at 11 something. So then moving on, number 15 East Carolina hosts UAB. Number 13 Virginia Tech hosts Pitt. Number 15 East Carolina hosts UAB, so they got a doubleheader in one day. Top 12 ranked matchup, number 11 Duke hosting number 9 Virginia. Top 15 ranked matchup, number 12 Wake Forest hosting number 14 North Carolina. Number 5 Tennessee hosting Georgia. That should be a good game. We can beat them guys. Number 21 Mississippi State going to be against number 6 Florida. Number 3, Clemson going up against Miami. Number 4, Texas A&M hosting Auburn. Number 7, Vanderbilt going up against Missouri. Top 20 ranked matchup again between that South Carolina and Alabama series. Number 18, South Carolina. Number 16, Alabama. Make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information about NCAA baseball. Moving on to Major League Baseball opening day. Again, Major League Baseball opening day is today, March 28th, 2024. We do have a few postponed games in that northeastern area due to rain. We had the Braves and the Phillies due for their opening game today up in Philly against the Phillies. But that game was postponed, so the Braves and the Phillies will have a doubleheader tomorrow for their makeup game on the 29th. Also, the Brewers versus the Mets has been postponed for their makeup game on the 29th also. But for today's games that are still on track, for the first game of the season, we have the Orioles hosting the Angels at 3:05 p.m. We have the White Sox hosting the Tigers, the Royals hosting the Twins, the Yankees and the Astros series kicking off, the Marlins hosting the Pirates, the Giants going up against the Padres, the Dodgers versus the Cardinals, the Rays versus the Blue Jays, the Nationals going up against the Reds, the Rangers host the Cubs tonight at 7:35 p.m. on ESPN. The Texas Rangers are the reigning Major League Baseball World Series champions, so shout out to the Rangers. Then we have the Athletics hosting the Guardians, the Red Sox going up against the Mariners, the Rockies going up against the Diamondbacks. For Friday games, we have the Braves and Phillies kicking off tomorrow at 3:05 p.m. The Mets versus the Brewers, the Rays versus the Blue Jays, the Pirates going up against the Marlins, the Astros hosting the Yankees tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Apple TV+. We have the Mariners hosting the Red Sox, the Guardians going up against the Athletics, the Diamondbacks hosting the Rockies, the Giants going up against the Padres, and the Dodgers hosting the Cardinals. Make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the Major League Baseball opening series for the year of 2024-2025. I'm excited, looking forward to it. It's going to be dope. Moving on to National Hockey League games for today through Friday. For tonight's games kicking off at 7 p.m., we have the Maple Leafs hosting the Capitals, the Flyers going up against the Canadiens, the Senators hosting the Blackhawks, the Islanders going up against the Panthers, the Penguins hosting the Blue Jackets, the Red Wings going up against the Hurricanes, the Flames hosting the Blues. The Blues going up against the Flames. The Blues are hosting the Flames. The Sharks going up against the Wild. The Jets hosting the Golden Knights. The Rangers going up against the Avalanche. The Oilers hosting the Kings. The Stars going up against the Canucks. The Coyotes hosting the Predators. And the Ducks going up against the Kraken. For Friday game, March 29th, we have the Sabres hosting the Devils at 7 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network tomorrow night, the 29th of February at 7 p.m. Moving on to NFL news. Not too much NFL news right now from what I've seen. I know, I believe it was not the Bears. Who was this team that just picked up Josh Reynolds? Let me go check it out. Hold on. A team just drafted a wide receiver. Not drafted, but let's see. Okay, yep, the Broncos. So the Broncos giving the young quarterbacks over there in Denver some wide receiver help, some veteran wide receiver help. So they signed Josh Reynolds to a 2-year deal. The Broncos did, which isn't bad. Pretty good wide receiver, proven, been to the mountaintop, won Super Bowl type of stuff. So he should be good to go over there, help those young bulls out, help those young receivers get to where they need to go. Also, the Panthers, they reached a deal with Jadeveon Clowney. So Jadeveon Clowney has agreed to a 2-year deal. So a 2-year deal with the Carolina Panthers, so that'd be pretty good to get that defense, back on track, to going where it need to be at. So I'm excited to see what they do also over there. Pretty much it, what I got for right now for this week, y'all. But I'm looking forward to it. Again, be on the lookout. They have mock trades and all this type of stuff pending right now as we look forward to the NFL draft. But, we shall see where the pieces fall when that time comes, and I'm excited for that and be on the lookout for that also. Then to round out our sports huddle for today, we're going to be moving on to the NBA regular season. NBA regular season recap from Wednesday through Friday. We're going to do NBA recap from last night. We had the Hawks defeat the Trailblazers 120-106. We had the Hornets defeat the Cavaliers 118-111. The Warriors over the Magic 101-93. The Nets over the Wizards 122-119. The Clippers defeated the 76ers 108-107. The Knicks dominated the Raptors 145-101. The Bulls defeated the Pacers 125-99. The Lakers over the Grizzlies 136-124. The Timberwolves defeated the Pistons 106-91. The Rockets defeated the Thunder in overtime 132-126. The Spurs defeated the Jazz 118-111. And the Suns defeated the Nuggets 104-97. For today's games, kicking off at 7:30 p.m., we have the Hawks hosting the Celtics with a back-to-back game. Basically, we played them 2 days ago. Now we get to play them again at home once again. So hopefully we can get another W, keep stacking these wins. And then tonight at 8 p.m. on NBA TV, we have the Pelicans hosting the Bucks. For Friday games, kicking off at 7 p.m., we have the Hornets hosting the Warriors. At 7 p.m. tomorrow on NBA TV, you can find the Pacers playing the Lakers. Then the Magic's hosting the Clippers. The Pistons going up against the Wizards. The Nets versus the Bulls. The Cavaliers hosting the 76ers. The Trailblazers going up against the Heat. The Suns going up against the Thunder. The Spurs hosting the Knicks. The Nuggets hosting the Timberwolves. That'll be a pretty good game. The Jazz versus the Rockets. And tomorrow night, the 29th of March at 10 p.m. on NBA TV, you can see the Kings hosting the Mavericks. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for y'all for this week's Sports Huddle. Again, upcoming news, be on the lookout for the Big Three League. The United Football League starts off this weekend. So on Saturday Sports Huddle, I will have the United Football League schedule kicked off for that day. Also be on the lookout for more March Madness updates as we continue to go forward the next couple of days, tonight and tomorrow, for the men's and women's Sweet 16, and then wrap up Saturday, second half for the Sweet 16 for the women's. So be on the lookout for those results. Also, NCAA football around the corner. Again, NFL draft around the corner. Also, what I missed last week on the Sports Huddle is that the Summer Olympics is on the way also, so be on the lookout for the Summer Olympics as that draws closer and closer. I will have more information as those events start and the information comes down the pipeline. So on that note, again, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be safe out there. And until next time, peace.